guys, it's Maddie. Today's video is being posted on October 1st, so it's officially fall. So I wanted to show you guys my go-to fall makeup look. If I feel like putting on makeup, if I want to look cute, this is what I do in the fall. So I hope you guys like this look. If you do, then just keep on watching and see how I got it. Also, I do like this background. I kind of switched it up. Got the fall candle, got the decor. Okay, I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, so before I get started, I'm gonna do a little skincare. I already washed my face and I have no makeup on right now, obviously. So I'm gonna moisturize using the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This is intense hydration because once it starts getting colder in the fall, my skin gets very dry. So I think the most important part of having a glowy skin look is prepping your skin really well, making sure it's super hydrated. I'm gonna put some lip balm on. I'm gonna do my face before my eyes just because I know this makeup look and it's nothing too crazy on the eyes, so there's not going to be too much fallout or anything. So I'm going to prime first with my Nivea Men Post Shea Balm. This I just use for prolonging the wear of my makeup. It helps your makeup stick really well because of the glycerin in it. But this doesn't do anything in terms of filling in your pores or smoothing out your skin. Just so you know, this is just strictly for prolonging the wear of your makeup. I also find it's good if you get oily in any areas. My skin is pretty dry, but I can get oily around my nose, and this kind of prevents that. If I want my skin to look super smooth and flawless, I'll go in with a little bit of Porefessional by Benefit, just in the areas that my pores are the most visible. So around here, around my nose, and this just smooths out your pores and any fine lines, kind of fills them in so that your foundation goes on really smoothly and flawlessly on top. For foundation, I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation in the shade Y335. I'm just going, first, since I want my skin to look super glowy, I'm going to put some liquid luminizer on my cheekbone. I'm just going to put this in the areas that I want to be super glowy. I don't know what's going on with my skin right now. Just got really red. Now for foundation, I'm just going to use 2 pumps of this. If you need more coverage in certain areas, you can always build this. I'm going to blend this out with my damp beauty blender. If you're going for a more dewy look, then using a beauty blender is definitely what you want to do as opposed to a brush. I've never been a brush fan for my foundation. I always use a beauty blender. I just think it looks a lot more not natural, but it just kind of sinks into your skin more, and it looks a lot more smooth and flawless with a beauty blender, in my opinion. That's just what works for me, but do whatever works for you, you know? So I've been in school now for a few weeks. I'm just home for the night. I have my car on campus, so it's really easy for me to come home. I live 30 minutes away from campus, and I just come home to film videos because I can't bring my lights and all my equipment and stuff to my dorm. This year is going really well. I'm taking a lot more classes that are related to my major this year. Last year I pretty much took all gen eds, but I'm a marketing major, so I'm taking a lot of business classes. It's pretty hard, but I'm liking most of my classes so far. Alright, moving on to concealer. For concealer, I'm in a weird shade range right now, so I have to mix them for underneath my eyes. But I have because of this redness over here, I'm just gonna add some extra coverage in that area. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 25 Medium. So something weird has happened because I've lost 2 beauty blenders in the past week. I don't understand how that happens, but this is my mom's beauty blender. I stole it and I washed it, and I'm using it right now, and then I'm gonna wash it and return it. And she's never gonna know until she watches this video. But right now I'm beauty blenderless, and I don't know what to do about it. I have to go to Sephora like tomorrow because I can't go a long period of time without a beauty blender. So for under my eyes, I'm mixing the shade 25 with the shade 10, also Maybelline Fit Me. But yeah, I don't know who's stealing my beauty blenders or what's going on, but they're all just disappearing. It's really stressful because beauty blenders are like $20. That's like a lot. To set my concealer, I'm gonna use some of the RCMA No Color Powder. I'm not really gonna bake, but I'm just going to set it with that loose powder. And then I always set the rest of my face with powder because you can't really like blend bronzer and stuff well over a wet foundation. So I'm just going to set the rest of my face with the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 220 Natural Beige. Just like lightly setting the rest of my face, you know. Let's bronze. So even though it's fall and when you think of like really bronzy skin, you kind of think of summer, I still like to be like a little orange, not too orange, but I always just mix the two warmer shades in the Anastasia contour kit and just bronze everywhere. I don't really contour. You'll see, instead of contouring, I pretty much just bronze everywhere, like super messily, and just kind of put it everywhere, and then I'll clean that up with powder. And then that kind of gives like a contoured effect because you still get that like sharp cut cheekbone, but like you're not actually contouring. So that's kind of what I do. I just think I look a lot better when I'm a little bit orange. I don't really care. If you want to be orange, you can be orange. Like, don't let anyone tell you not to do that. Currently, my room smells like caramel pumpkin swirl. It smells so good. I would say the worst thing about living in a college dorm is that you can't fully enjoy fall because you can't light your fall candles in your dorm. So whenever I'm home, my whole room smells pumpkin as fuck because I just miss it and I feel like I'm missing out on like the most important part of fall, which is like the smell. So after I bronze, I kind of mix these two shades, the two matte highlight shades in the same palette, and I'll just clean up underneath my bronze. Oh, that's really annoying. To like kind of contour. Moving on to blush, I'm gonna use this like champagne split thing by Becca. So this blush is Amaretto. This tone for blush like speaks to me for fall. I like the Becca blushes because they're very buildable. I don't like a blush that's too pigmented because then you have to like be so careful about how much you pick up on the brush, and like if you go overboard with blush, like there's really no turning back. Now I'm just going to set my face with the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray because we're done with the face besides the highlight. Oh my god, no we're not. We didn't contour our nose. Whoa. Alright, I'm going to do my brows off camera really quickly. If you want to see how I fill in my brows, I have a whole video on my eyebrow routine, so go check that out if you haven't already. My eyebrows are filled in, my lids are primed. So for the eyeshadow, I'm obviously going to do like a warm, orangey, bronzy look because that's just what I personally think of when I think of fall. Also, those are my favorite looks to do anyway, so I feel like I use this palette on my channel so much, but it really is my go-to, the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, especially for these kinds of looks because it has so many good like orangey tones. Mine is so used and abused, but it's fine. I'm going to start by going in with my Morphe M441 brush. This is always the first brush I use just to put like my transition shade in my crease. I'm going to take the shade Burnt Orange, which I have hit pan on. It's a good transition for like any makeup look. I really need you guys to comment down below what you think you're going to be for Halloween because I need inspo, I need ideas. If you have any like makeup, cool, creative like ideas, just comment them down below. I really want to like get creative with something. Then just taking a big fluffy brush and dipping into the shade Golden Ochre to blend out the edges a little bit. Next, taking the Morphe M433, which is just a little bit more tapered than the M441, and dipping into the shade Realgar. I'm going to put this in the crease but keeping it a little lower, not bringing it up as high as the Burnt Orange shade. going to take the shade Primavera on my finger and put that all over the lid. I'm going to take a brown pencil liner and run this in my lower waterline. I always use brown liner in my waterline. I think it just looks good with green eyes. And black is a little like too intense for me. Now I'm going to take Realgar on a flat definer brush and just pack this right really closely to my lower lash line. I'm going to take burnt orange again and just smoke out my lower lash line a little bit. I also want to connect my lower lash line to like what's going on top, so just making this all kind of blend together. I also love this kind of look because it complements so many different eye colors. Like the orange tones really bring out my green eyes, but like this would also look so good on someone with brown eyes or someone with blue eyes. This look just like looks good on everyone in my opinion. Now I'm going to apply the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara off camera and I will be right back. Alright, mascara is on. Now I'm going to highlight. I feel like for this look I want to do more of like a gold tone highlight to go in with like the lid shade. So I'm going to take Prosecco Pop by Becca and Jaclyn Hill. First I'm going to take it on a smaller brush and I'm going to do my inner corners and my brow bone. I'm also going to take this down the nose. For the nose highlight, you want to do a little exclamation point. So a line right down the bridge of the nose. And then you leave a little space and then you just do a little dot at the end of the nose. I think I'm going to mix highlights for my cheekbone. I'm going to mix Prosecco Pop and Champagne Pop. And I'm taking that on a Morphe M510 brush. You're glowing, look at that. Also, I'm gonna highlight my, what are these called, collarbones. Since I'm wearing an off-the-shoulder shirt, I just like to be glowing down there. I love that. A lot of you guys were asking me what lip color I was wearing in my clothing haul, and it was MAC Velvet Teddy. Surprise, surprise. That is my go-to, my ride or die. I personally think that I don't really look good in like super light nudes. Other people can pull them off, but just something about my skin tone and my hair color, like I hate how like really light nudes look on me. So I go for like a slightly darker nude, and MAC Velvet Teddy is just like my go-to. It's very fall appropriate. You could obviously wear this eye look with like a dark vampy lip if that's what you're into, but personally, like this is my go-to fall makeup look, and MAC Velvet Teddy is just my go-to lip color in general. Okay guys, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Comment, video suggestions, whatever you guys want to see. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.